Hello, welcome to today's webcast, Microsoft Office 365 Partner Overview. My name is Damon Sunantanasuk, and I'm a product manager in the Microsoft Online Services group. Today's webcast will cover 5 main points. The first is, what is Office 365, and what does it mean to partners? We'll be covering the partner opportunity, along with detailed guidance on Office 365 and the impact it has to partners. And we'll be concluding with some actions for our partner community, as well as some resources to help you prepare on Office 365. Without further ado, let's unveil the new offering. Microsoft Office 365 delivers the power of cloud productivity to businesses of all sizes, helping save time, money, and free up valued resources. Microsoft Office 365 combines the familiar desktop suite with cloud-based versions of Microsoft's next-generation communications and collaboration services, which are Exchange Online, SharePoint Online, and Lync Online. Microsoft Office 365 is simple and easy to use and administer, and is all backed by the robust security and guaranteed reliability you can expect from a world-class service provider. Now, Microsoft Office 365 includes these 4 products. Microsoft Office Professional Plus, which of course is the world's leading productivity tool, which is now seamlessly connected and delivered with cloud services for the best productivity experience across the PC, phone, and browser. Next, we have Exchange Online, which is our cloud-based email, calendaring, and contacts application with always up-to-date protection from viruses and spam through Forefront Online Security for Exchange. Next, we have SharePoint Online, which is the cloud-based service offering for creating sites to connect to colleagues, partners, and customers. And finally, Lync Online, the cloud-based instant messaging, presence, and online meeting experience with PC, audio, video, conferencing, and screen sharing. Now, we'll get into more of it, but the key Microsoft Office 365 benefits are anywhere access to mail, documents, contacts, and calendars on nearly any device, working seamlessly with Microsoft Office and other programs your users are already familiar with and count on every day, business class features including IT level phone support, guaranteed 99.9% uptime, geo-redundancy and disaster recovery, pay-as-you-go pricing options, which give you predictability and flexibility for all or part of your organization. And lastly, the latest versions of the Business Productivity Online Suite, which already has millions of business users today. Now, Office 365 has 2 main service plans that we'll be covering today, which address 2 core audiences. The first, which we'll dive into in a couple of slides, is Microsoft Office 365 for small business, which offers an easy-to-use set of web-enabled tools for small businesses, independent consultants, and professionals who are looking for business-class productivity services. Working with the tools people know and use today, this offering will provide anywhere access to email, important documents, contacts, and calendars on nearly any device. It's free for the first 30 days, and then just $6 per user per month. The next service plan we'll be talking about is Office 365 for Enterprises, which really brings together cloud versions of our trusted communications and collaboration software with our familiar Office Professional Plus desktop suite. It's designed to help meet your IT needs for robust security, 24/7 reliability, and user productivity. Now, when we look at Office 365 and the value that it brings to our customers and partners, we see 5 main pillars. The first of the main pillars is that it's the best productivity experience. This means that these 4 core products offer a lot of productivity gains that users may not find elsewhere. You can simultaneously edit documents with colleagues. You can conduct online meetings with partners, colleagues, and customers using audio, video, and screen sharing, and it's through Lync Online. You can manage and share important documents and personal insights with colleagues using My Sites, which is now featured in SharePoint Online. You can share your calendar with colleagues, partners, and customers to exchange online. And of course, documents, task lists, and schedules through team sites, again on SharePoint Online. The second pillar is access anywhere. And this really gets down to the availability of Office Professional Plus to provide rich client access online or offline via the Office desktop applications on both PCs and Macs. You're able to view and edit documents now with Office web apps across a broad range of browsers, including Internet Explorer, Firefox, and Safari. You can access your inbox from a broad range of browsers using Office web app. You can access your mail, calendars, contacts, and SharePoint sites from literally hundreds of devices, including Windows phones, Nokia, Android, iPhone, and Blackberries. Users now have a single inbox to manage their email and voicemails through unified messaging. And you can connect securely over the internet using HTTPS without the need for VPN. The third and central pillar is that Office 365 works with what you know. And Office currently has over 1 billion users worldwide. And these billion users are all very familiar with Office and how it enhances their productivity every day. They know that Office just works. There's minimal user training required to get super productive right away. With Office 365, we allow hybrid deployment scenarios for on-premises and online users to work together seamlessly. And we now have multiple plans which provide a cost-effective way to provide familiar business productivity capabilities to everyone in your business. And of course, you can stay up to date with the latest productivity experience because it is all delivered through a subscription service. The fourth pillar is around robust security and reliability. Office 365 delivers enterprise-class security through anti-spam and antivirus protection provided by multiple virus scanning engines. All the data is replicated in geo-redundant data centers to protect against data center-wide failures, and risk mitigation multi-dimensional approach to help safeguard services and the privacy of users' data. Microsoft Office 365 provides a number of compliances, including ISO 27001, SOC 70 Type 1, FERPA, HIPAA, FISMA, and EU Safe Harbor Seal. This is all backed by a 99% financially backed service level agreement. The fifth and final pillar is around IT control and efficiency. Now, we offer 24/7 IT pro support via the phone or electronic ticketing. We just released a service health portal, and we have RSS feeds which help users and IT pros provide up-to-date service availability information. With Office 365, we have a new simplified management experience with a single administration center with role-based access. We have remote PowerShell to allow scripting of routine tasks and access to raw data for reports. And of course, IT-friendly service update policies that really put the IT professional in control. Now, Office 365, of course, is the next generation of BPOS and brings a wide range of improvements and enhancements over the current version of the BPOS service. We see these enhancements in two main columns: improved management and control, and new productivity features and capabilities. In the first pillar, improved management and control, we have a new streamlined user experience across the entire service. We have a new role-based access which enables more control and management within an organization. End users, IT managers, service procurement, user administration, help desk, etc. all now have role-based access, which comes in a much simpler web interface and a single access portal for all users, whether they're end users or IT managers. Microsoft Office 365 also brings true single sign-on experience across all services. There's no more need for a single sign-on client to access the service. You simply run the services connector once on each PC for a single sign-on configuration. For more experienced users and more advanced IT control needs, a new remote PowerShell access is available to manage the Exchange service with the goal of expanding this in the future on other services. New Active Directory Federation enables IT managers to manage users from their existing local AD system. New Active Directory Federation enables IT managers to manage users from their existing local AD system. New flexible billing options enable monthly or billing options. For monthly, you can add or remove users as you need and only pay for the services you really need. On the right-hand column, around the new productivity features and capabilities, Office 365 now includes Office Professional Plus as the new component to the service. This is the most up-to-date version of Office applications, delivered as a subscription service on a per-person basis. It's important to note this is per person and not per PC. It also comes with Office web apps for viewing and editing of documents via the web browser, and the new Link Online service combines the previous Office Communications Online with the Live Media service for a single integrated service and application. Users can easily escalate one-on-one conversations into an online sharing session or schedule a multi-party online meeting using Outlook integration. SharePoint Online and Exchange Online have been greatly improved with expanded features and a brand new user interface. So I won't spend too much time on this slide, which addresses the productivity feature improvements of each of the 4 core workloads, as all these services have complementing drill downs available in other webcasts. However, it is important to note that all the services have been improved across the board with new features, new service capabilities, and a new user experience. Again, for more detailed information about each service, you'll please view the specific service and technical information documentation that we have available online. Office Professional Plus is the latest 2010 version of the applications and will always be up to date, along with Office web apps and companion applications to Office client apps. Exchange Online, SharePoint Online, and Link Online are all based on the 2010 server technologies. So now I'd like to spend a few minutes going deeper on Office 365 for small businesses and professionals. First, you'll take notice that it includes Exchange Online, SharePoint Online, Office web apps, and Link Online. It's a complete experience that, as of today, most small businesses have not been able to take advantage of, either because they didn't have the expertise to deploy all the products, or they didn't have the budget to do so. This offer is designed for small businesses, and we think that the target customer is around 10 users, although the service will scale up to 50 users. We've simplified the experience and minimized the levers that an administrator can pull, so there's no real need for IT to manage the service. It's easy to try, it's easy to buy, and most importantly, it's easy to administer and works great with Office. It also includes a financially backed SLA. Another key feature is the ability for the customer to easily create and manage a public website. We hear time and time again from small businesses that they're looking to create a professional presence for their organization, and Microsoft Office 365 for small businesses allows them to do so by creating a public web page. Microsoft Office 365 for small business allows them to do so by creating a public website or by taking advantage of capabilities like Link Online, which allow them to host virtual meetings with their customers or suppliers. As you can see on the slide, Microsoft Office 365 Plan P1 we priced at $6 per user per month, which is a very low price and allows small businesses who have limited IT capabilities and a limited IT budget to take advantage of a very powerful set of productivity services. One of the important questions that you'll have to ask is, when is Microsoft Office 365 for small business just not enough? And there are really several key factors which go into discovering this and are great triggers for you to talk to your customers about when exploring the options for Office 365. So if your customer has the need for Active Directory, for example, to sync up their environment or manage their line of business applications, that's really a key reason to help direct them to Office 365 for Enterprise, since Active Directory Sync is not supported in Office 365 for small business. Customers who are looking for email archiving for compliance, or those that are using BlackBerry devices, are additional reasons why you should direct customers to the Office 365 for Enterprises plan. If they think they're going to grow beyond 50 users, or if they already have more than 50 employees, they'll need to go ahead and step up to Office 365 for Enterprises. If they see the need for 24/7 support, or if they want to use tools like PowerShell to manage their environment, those are really key drivers to help the customer move to Office 365 for Enterprise. At the end of the day, we're really excited about Office 365 for small businesses that do not have these needs, but for those that do, these are some key triggers that will drive customers to want to purchase Office 365 for Enterprise. It's really important for you to talk to your customers about these key differences. So really, here's the moment that you've all been waiting for, and this is the Office 365 for Enterprises offering. And you can see here that there are two segments, the kiosk worker and information worker, and we have offerings for both segments. For the kiosk worker, this is much like our BPOS deskless worker offering that we have today. This is called the K family, and it's a set of family plans that's designed for the user that doesn't have messaging and collaboration today, so it's a low cost and easy way of expanding your footprint in an account and giving customers a common platform for communicating to their workers. There are a couple key changes in this lineup from our current deskless worker offering. First is that we are moving from Outlook Web Access Lite to full OA. This is a great experience for our kiosk workers and a huge improvement in the service. Secondly, we'll be offering POP support for Exchange, which will allow customers to access their mail via client or device. If you look on the right-hand side of this slide for the information worker column, this is where we really see the potential of a high-volume family plan. This is what we call the Plan E family, and it's designed, of course, for enterprise workers. It includes a much larger mailbox at 25 gigs, full client connectivity with mapping, mobility through Active Sync, and link for real-time communication, both instant messaging and conferencing. SharePoint Online and Exchange Online brings enterprise-class features, of course, and then you have Office Professional Plus on top of all of that. And these are all capabilities that are part of the enterprise family, and the next slide will really drill down into what this means. So here we have the Information Worker Plan E family, and you can see that there are four main SKUs. But before we go into the SKUs, let's discuss a couple core principles. First and foremost, we're going to use Office to differentiate our cloud productivity service. We'll use Office's rich client and Office web applications as a way to separate our offers from the competition. Second, we're going to compete on value, not on price. Just like today, our BPOS offer is more expensive than Google. Going forward, Microsoft Office 365 will continue to have higher price points. So don't spend your time on price, but instead spend your time on helping your customers understand the tremendous productivity gains they will have with the service. Finally, we're not attempting to map Office 365 to on-premises offers directly. Instead, we have created a list of suites that customers can take advantage of to deliver the right set of productivity capabilities to the right users. So with that in mind, let's walk through the four main plans. The first is E1. E1 is the upgrade from BPOS. This is what your users will be transitioning from when they go from BPOS to Office 365. It includes email from Exchange, collaboration sites from SharePoint, instant messaging and conferencing from Link, and we're really excited about this new Link offering being part of the portfolio because Link creates great new experiences and offers features that customers are really excited about. The Link conferencing experience has a very powerful upgrade from Live Meeting. So although Live Meeting will remain on existing customers for now, we need to help them with transition, and all customers will get the new Link conferencing experience in the future. E2 is the next SKU in the lineup where we've added Office web apps. This allows users to create and edit Office web apps online. It's the same thing as E1, just with Office web apps added along. E3 is the highlighted SKU here, the third one, and this is definitely our hero offer. We see this as the high volume offer that the majority of information workers will want and will need. It brings together a lot of really exciting features and capabilities. First, it includes Office Pro Plus, which is our rich client. This is the full rich client experience that is now provided as a per user per month service. As I mentioned in a previous slide, Office is now available on a per user basis, not per device. This has been a key ask from our customers for a number of years, and we're excited to now be providing it as part of Office 365. In addition to the Office Pro Plus client, we're also providing Exchange voicemail and archiving for compliance, which is not available in BPOS today, but is part of our Exchange Enterprise CAL. In addition, we're including SharePoint Online features like Access, Excel, and Visio services, which again are not offered in SharePoint Online today, but are part of the SharePoint Enterprise CAL. You can think about E3 as a combination of the Pro Plus client and the eCal suite, all offered for a single, simple, per user, per month subscription. Again, this is going to be the hero offer and the main driver, we think, for our new customers. Finally, we have E4, the last SKU in the E family, and E4 adds voice capabilities. The voice of the service will not be available at general availability, but it will come later in the year as part of E4. Customers will have on-premises rights to the Link Plus server with E4. This means that a user who purchases E4 will have the equivalent of a subscription CAL so they can access their on-prem Link server that's been deployed by the customer to deliver voice to their end users. This is a great example of a hybrid scenario where SharePoint and Exchange are running in the cloud, and they work seamlessly with Link, which is running on-prem. In fact, all of the E-family SKUs include on-premises rights to the underlying workloads, Exchange, SharePoint, and Link. For example, if a customer wants to run a SharePoint on-premises server for a particular line of business applications, but leverage SharePoint Online for their team sites, they can do that by deploying an on-premises SharePoint server for their line of business apps. SharePoint Online users can then have the rights to access both the team sites that are hosted in the cloud, as well as a line of business applications that are running on SharePoint on-premises. This is a very powerful way to offer both software plus services in the Microsoft Office 365 SKU lineup. Now let's talk a little bit more about the K family. This is for the deskless workers. This offer is targeted to users who don't have an email account or access to company portals. This offer is for employees who spend very little time at a PC, maybe 5 or 10% of their working day or less, and they may have to share a terminal or other kiosk areas. Some examples of kiosk workers may include a manufacturing line worker, retail clerks, mail couriers, etc. If you look at the K family SKU lineup, the first thing you'll notice is the workload components of these offers. As I mentioned before, we're upgrading the Exchange experience from OA Lite to full OA. We'll continue to offer Exchange as a standalone SKU that is targeted at this user base. Exchange kiosk will be priced at $2 per user per month. So the next offer in the K family is K1. This suite brings together Exchange Kiosk and SharePoint Kiosk. We expect this to be the high volume offer for this user segment. Being able to provide a very nice email experience with the ability to view company portal sites and read, but not edit Office documents, is going to be a really strong value add for these kiosk workers. The second suite in the lineup is K2. This has the same features of K1, but adds on Office web apps for editing and creation. So the big difference here is that now users can use the Office web apps to create, edit, and collaborate with other Office users. Although less common, we do see scenarios where kiosk workers need to do simple data input. For example, a retail clerk who is responsible for taking inventory needs to input simple data into an Excel web app. In summary, we see K1 as a high volume offer for this segment. It's priced aggressively, and the email experience just got a lot better now that we're upgraded to full OA. The K family represents a great opportunity for you to grow the number of users in your accounts that are using Microsoft technology. So let's talk about the enterprise agreement and how the EA has evolved. It's first important to stress what's not changed. The EA still remains the best licensing vehicle for our large customers, supplying customers that have 250 desktops or more with a 3-year agreement, with the predictability of software assurance and the best price possible for their on-premises purchases. All of these key elements stay in this updated EA. However, they now have 6 important new features. First, the updated EA provides customers with a single agreement to manage both their on-premises and their online software licenses, and allows them to easily manage that transition from on-prem to online. Next, the updated EA provides customers the ability to match workloads of different types of users and fully use the capabilities of the new Microsoft Office 365 SKU lineup. With the updated EA, customers can adjust these workloads up and down at any time to meet their needs. We've also created an easy way for customers to transition from on-premises to online. In fact, if they move an employee to the cloud during the year, they don't have to pay for the additional cost of the service until the next year, and even then, they'll only be paying going forward. There's no retroactive payment. The enterprise agreement supports the shift to a per-user service model that customers have been asking for. And finally, customers with seasonal workers or light kiosk workers that have found it too expensive to purchase software licenses in the past can now license them and have the flexibility to change the number of licenses when they need to. These are all great enhancements to the EA, which will allow you and your customers to rapidly move from on-premises to online. Now let's talk about the transition from your current BPOS users to Microsoft Office 365. Now all BPOS customers will be moved to Office 365, but they'll all be moved over time. Now, this will be starting shortly after Office 365 is released to the general public. Transition to Office 365 is designed to be an easy and predictable experience, with the customer deciding when to move. With all the improvements and enhancements with Office 365, there are new minimum requirements to prepare for. Most customers shouldn't have any trouble preparing in advance for these requirements, since Office 2010 is part of the service, but we want to make sure that you're familiar with some of the requirements for moving from BPOS to Office 365. There are a couple core things to note for making the transition from BPOS to Office 365. First is around the operating system. So end users should be running Windows XP SP3 or above, so that includes Windows Vista SP2 or Windows 7, or Mac OS X 10.4. Other things to note for planning are the web browsers, so you need at least IE7, Firefox 3, or Safari 4. And for the Office client, you need Office 2007 or above. Now let's talk about the partner opportunity and how it's affected by Office 365. These are the same three core partner opportunity pillars that BPOS offered, which are now expanded with Office 365. The first pillar is around expanded reach. With Office 365, it's really opening the door to new customers, and these customers can come from a variety of different locations, new segments and new scenarios. Perhaps if you were previously focused on a particular segment, such as the enterprise, Office 365 now allows you to branch your service out to the upper and core mid-market and small business customers. New scenarios, such as the deskless worker or kiosk scenario we covered earlier. And now with the expanded product offering, you're able to offer additional products and additional services to brand new customers and brand new scenarios, such as this new hybrid scenario solution we talked about earlier in the presentation. The central pillar in our partner opportunity is around revenue growth. And Microsoft Online Services, of course, pays advisor fees for the transaction of BPOS and will continue to pay for the transaction of Microsoft Office 365. Microsoft partners earn advisor fees for transacting Microsoft Online Services, but also make great money offering managed services such as migration and deployment services, training, and support. With Office 365 and the new price points, partners can now experience higher advisor fees. They can open up new managed services opportunities through new SharePoint capabilities and new scenarios through Office. The third pillar is around the increased velocity and speed to value. So of course, offering a service allows partners to offer more deals to more customers and deploy them at a faster rate. The typical Exchange Server deployment can take 2 months and cost $40,000, while an Office 365 deployment can happen over a long weekend. With Office 365, you're really offering a complete productivity solution, and with the new branding opens up great marketing opportunities through Microsoft Office. Now with all of this change with the new name and the new prices and the new SKUs, one thing that does stay consistent is our partner model and our commitment to our partners. With the expanded value prop, the partner model is continuing to stay the same, where partners are the center of our model. You see here that Microsoft continues to pay partner of record fees, a 12% net add fee for the price of the contract in year 1, along with a 6% residual fee for that year and every year thereafter. So that equates to 18% fees in the first year and 6% fees thereafter. In this illustrative example, this partner is selling Microsoft Office 360 E1, which is $10 per user per month, and they sold 500 seats. The total cost to the customer is $60,000, and the total fees that our partner makes is almost $11,000. Now this $11,000 is pure margin, which goes straight to the partner's bottom line, and this does not include the additional managed services dollars that the partner can be expecting for offering consulting, deployment, migration, and support services. Now what does all this mean to you as a partner? We really see 4 key opportunities here. The first is leading with the future. Now is really the time to jump on board the online train. Office 365 is a major step forward in productivity and service delivery. Now is the time for you as partners to accelerate your investment in online services and really drive customer engagement. Second, Office 365 is ready for customers of all sizes. Office 365 really is a viable option to all of your customers. It offers new features and new functionality which will satisfy the needs of all customers in all sizes. We just showed that we have many different service plans and many different families and many different suites which address the unique needs of unique customer sizes. Third is that Office 365 brand drives market awareness and demand. So your market demand will decrease the sales cycle. Office 365 and its brand will bring great market awareness and the demand that was missing with BPOS. Customers will be asking you for Office 365. And finally, Their expanded offering and new opportunities through Office 365 will help you make more money than ever. Office 365 brings with it a new offering with new additional bundles and new pricing offers that'll help you drive new revenue opportunity. With the new capabilities around SharePoint and Link, partners can build additional services revenue. In conclusion, here are the ways for you to get involved today. First, sign up to become a Microsoft Online Services partner through www.microsoftcloudpartner.com. Here you can learn about the different ways to interact with the Microsoft partner community and learn about the different options for offering Microsoft Online Services. Second, visit quickstartonlineservices.com and learn about Office 365. Quickstartonlineservices.com offers over 300 documents, dozens of training videos, a discussion board, upcoming events, and a great news feed. This is a great opportunity for you to learn more about Office 365 and get involved. On quickstartonlineservices.com, you can enroll in one of our newsletters and stay connected in real time. Third, don't stop the momentum. Get your customers on BPOS today and start educating them on Office 365. Build your online services muscle through BPOS today and get prepared for the next wave of productivity enhancements that come with Office 365. Lastly, if you have any additional questions, reach out to your Microsoft account manager. They're there to help, and they can help explain to you all the great features, benefits, and productivity gains that come with Microsoft Office 365. Thank you.